You Smug's already here for the party. What's up, Smug? But yeah, Dad, this is the right match and right map.
Man, dude, it's a whole other city over here, bro.
Smug says, and I quote, "Well, hello there, Salads and Daya." He said do it in the granny voice too. So. Well, hello there. Alright, I need you to teach me how to do paint.
You just make paint.
What do
Then
I...
you put the paintbrush in your hand, and then you. Oh, hold on, I'm getting killed.
Uh,
And then you hold R down.
I should fix Stabby and quiet there, Smug. That is a little quiet on my end too, to be honest, but I think it's because he's not as close to his mic as he normally is.
What are you talking about?
Smug was saying you were very quiet.
I haven't changed anything in my setup.
I haven't changed anything on mine either.
Yeah, but we don't trust yours.
Yeah, no, we don't. Um, let's see. There it is.
This dog ran up to me,
There it is.
and I literally ripped its head off.
So, Smug, Dai has put on creative mode because he is planning on doing some, before 2.0, or before the newest update comes out. He plans on checking out some mods. But, something I'm gonna be doing is working on a surprise and a project for Memorial Day.
There's not really a way to do like the exact colors.
It might not be exact, but I should be able to get it close, right?
Maybe. Let me see if I have a brush on me. I can check the color.
Smug, the integrations are not on this map because it's a modded map. We were gonna put them in, but they're not gonna be in for this particular series.
Okay, blue for sure is easy. White is easy. You could use medicine cabinet. Um, the red is a really dark red though.
No, that's fine as long as it's a red, I would think.
There you go thinking again, South.
You know what? Thinking is the only thing I have left that makes me feel human. So
That makes you feel human?
not really, but I mean the depression for the other things can be the death of me, you know. Where's the base? Also, you need to party up, Da.
What?
You need to party up.
Hold on, I gotta kill fucking bird, dude. Stupid bird almost killed me, man. It chased me like the whole. It chased me for like 7 blocks. And I've got all these other zombies coming at me, and I can't. It's gonna take me a couple minutes. Oh my god, I got 4 cops on me.
You heard it here first. Da's got the cops on him.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die now. God damn it. So many of these guys on me. I don't know what. Oh my god, he killed me. I'm done. Well, at least I had the foresight to put the motorcycle in my pocket.
Pocket
Pocket
motorcycle.
cycle. Yep. Pocket cycle for the win, baby.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the project. 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17.
I don't remember if I killed the chickens or not.
1.
Do you remember if I killed the chickens?
I think you killed the chickens.
But you're not 100%
Incoming
sure, are you?
sarcasm. Okay, I won't make. I like the incoming sarcasm joke, Smog. I just didn't notice it while I was counting. I am sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
Smug said he was gonna make an incoming sarcasm joke. He was fixing to be sarcastic to one of us. I was very proud of him. But then I remembered he's German.
Isn't there sarcasm just honesty?
There is, but not in my Christian Minecraft server.
Everybody urinates in your Christian Minecraft server.
Women don't urinate.
What?
You know that's an actual belief from some people, right?
That's weird.
It's even weirder when you mention out the fact that they there's also the belief that they do not fluctuate. Smug said it was a joke about the relationship between American police and an ethnic group. I'm assuming what you mean, Smog, is something I cannot repeat in polite company, but if you hit me up later, I mean.
I see a mission or something for me way down south. I don't know how that could be possible. Since I just now was the first time I was ever down there.
Meow. I do not have a Minecraft server. I was being funny, Smog. Oh, the thing with the 4 cops that I was fighting. I hate to tell you this, the only reason Die is over there fighting the police is because Die is, a bad human being.
What?
We're talking about you and you're fighting the police, man.
I am defense of Jesus, and therefore should be praised.
You'll be praised when I'm dead.
Oh, dude, I just found a building just labeled simply adult theater, and it's right next to a place called the Booby Trap.
You know the
Think I
booby
might have
trap
found
actually has booby traps in it, right?
I think we might have actually found a new home, Silas.
The booby trap?
Right next to the the adult theater.
Nah, this sounds like abuse with more steps. Oh man, I'm gonna need a lot of water and chrysanthemums
What?
for the paint.
What about it?
That's gonna take
You don't
one
need
more.
that much. Because one makes like 300.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I made that mistake and I made a whole bunch once and I had like 3 million fucking paint in it. Yeah.
Smug said he likes that he found streamers with souls as dark as his own. And all I gotta say is, it's a little darker, buddy.
Dallas doesn't have a soul. What are you talking about?
There's a
What is this
void where my
last
soul should
piece
be.
to do? Dallas had a soul one time when I first met
Yeah,
him.
I
for
kept it in a
working
jar on my
tickets,
desk.
and then he
It
lost
wasn't
it.
mine.
He just stole it.
Yeah,
From
I
what I
borrowed it
understand,
from
there
a
was this
neighbor.
little old lady walking down the street, and he was like, "Gotcha, bitch," and just snagged it.
I tried for a leg, I couldn't reach.
I mean, at least she had goals. You know, that's the important thing. Gotta have goals.
You ain't have something darker than... I do have something darker than nothing. The police line up. Oh,
Oh, there's food in the kitchen, and it's not rotten.
I hope
Yeah.
Smog caught that joke, cause I'm not gonna explain that one.
Oh, I'm up on the runway.
Do
Beating
you do
zombies
your
to
little
death on the
turn on the
baby.
runway?
So it's weird that at the end of the runway is a toilet, but I find that a little concerning. Just for sanitary conditions, you know. There's a lot of crates in this.
Too fucking fat. There. I couldn't jump high enough to reach what I was aiming for. I need some of these cubes back. Kidding me? I'm only 8 high? Okay, well.
You only what?
I'm
What are you
only
on?
8 tall on what I was building so far. I need to go
How
up
big
2
are you
more
trying to
blocks.
make it?
It's a 50 by 10.
Are you legitimately insane?
I mean, I thought it would be fun for something memorial themed.
I mean, you could have made it flat on the ground.
I am a fat bitch. I'm too fat to jump. You know, you're right. I probably could have made it on the ground, but that does not just scream glory to the Empire of America.
Empire. This is not an empire.
We are now.
Hey, did you hear about all this shit that got outlawed with food?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
All
know
the dyes and
it's
stuff?
yeah. You know they're doing away with a lot of stuff for food stamps too now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like how they said like for example, you know the coloring of Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
They can't use it anymore, so now it's illegal.
Yeah.
The red in Skittles and Lucky Charms, and then they said that they asked them why are you making this illegal? And RFK said it's already been banned in like almost every other country for decades because it causes cancer. Why are we still using this? Like, why are we still putting this in our food? And I'm like, yeah, that's a good question.
Hold up, I'm being called out in my own chat. Smog, I am not either legitimately insane or clinically insane. I hang out with
No, he's
myself
just
and call him
retarded.
Die.
Oh, sorry, I went to a different place with that. My bad.
Die is just the voices in my head that makes me go insane.
Also, the voices that make you pee your pants. In your sleep. So that's just a byproduct of the awesomeness.
I am not really sure, I am almost sure, but I can ensure that I am not sure.
Are you not sure about?
Whether or not I am insane. And he says that's why he hears you two talking about you Die. He must have voices in his head as well. So clearly I'm
Yeah.
not insane, Smog. We're both insane.
No, I don't have voices in my head, but I do have many concurrently running trains of thought.
And none of them any good at anything, any kind of thought.
Well, like I'm playing this game, but also, like in my head, I'm reviewing like some of the chess games I was playing earlier, and then like I'm trying to figure out what movie I want to watch later when I'm like just chilling.
He's also looking up porn for when he's choking the
And
chicken leg.
also, like ow, damn I just hurt my knee again. It's all Sal's fault.
Probably.
I'm in a police station, Sal's. It's a big doozy one too.
Is there a donut station nearby? Or next door?
They got donuts and ammo, bro. It's like the glory, glory, hallelujah trifecta. And they got plenty of zombos. And they stand there so you can just like club them to death with your piston of fury. Or whatever you call it. Your Peter Dinklage. Is that what you call it?
No, but now I'm quite
You're,
concerned that you call
you're,
things very weird things.
you're Peter Dinklage because it's tiny like Peter Dinklage. Come on, I know you caught that one. That was pretty good.
Is that why they call yours a myth? Because it doesn't exist?
Because it's the man, the myth, the legend. The horse penis.
The man, the myth, the legend, micro. You walk into the thing. It's macro, not micro.
Lol.
They got you confused with Limp Biscuit. Do we really not have any chrysanthemum flowers?
I just put some in one of my crates. Not many, man. Because we haven't really. I'm the only one that ever collects them. But then as soon as I get one big, huge stack of them, I don't need any more. So then I only ever have to farm one. But they're all outside, like everywhere.
Hmm. I'm feeling a little shenanigan.
I got 2 turrets going while I'm beating open this chest.
Ow. I walked head first into a spike trap.
I didn't get any traps in the booby trap.
There's usually a mine or two in them.
Maybe I just have so much of a high skill level that it was inconsequential to me.
All of a sudden,
Could
you
that
just
be it,
randomly
possibly?
explode.
I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I can see that happening. Especially after just now talking shit. Of course that would happen. It's like it should be almost guaranteed, to be honest. I'm kind of disappointed in the game that it didn't like code something in for that eventuality. What about potatoes?
Let's see. You should look in the
How
chat a bit more often.
freaking
I,
potatoes
I was I was reading your chats there, Smog, about the devil on your shoulder and he killed the angel when you were born. I felt that that was more or less directed directly towards me, and I was gonna reply to it, but then Di distracted me again.
What kind of like we trying to have deep, meaningful chat in here? We don't do
Yeah, I know.
that.
I thought you and I were cool, Di, but apparently we're not cool, Ian.
We were cool once. I remember it very fondly when we first met you. We were cool. It was about 3, 4 seconds.
Actually,
And
I I know we were cool at one point just for the simple fact of the greeting of Rosa is a national holiday now.
yeah, it's like it's as famous of a statement as the Yogi Berra "It ain't over till it's over" thing in sports. If there was a Hall of Fame for quotes, that'd be one of them.
Okay, I need this chrysanthemum. Excellent. I've got 2, 3,
Where you
4.
bitch ass
Yes.
zombies at?
Salads, even if Dia isn't cool, I am. You know what? I agree with you, Smug. Dia's not cool, but you are.
What kind of
Look, you heard it
acidity?
from chat, and chat never lies, man.
Your chat, that's all chat does.
Chat does not lie. Chat is Smog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Tell chat to give you their individual social security numbers, and I bet you they don't get to it.
I bet you he will tell you to fuck off. They'll do it, Smog. Don't give him security numbers.
If anybody did that, I would literally question their sanity.
Hey, if you tell me your social security number, I'll send you that amount of money.
That's funny.
Have you ever seen that joke?
No.
You do realize that somebody actually fell for that?
No way. Are you serious, dude?
I'm dead fucking serious. There was a lady that put it in her in the comments to that person's video, then complained that she had her identity stolen.
Dude, I, people are just really stupid. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about people nowadays. It's really dumb. When you say it's true,
It's very true. There's a metal red paint. I mean, that's gonna
yeah,
be a
that's the
bright
only.
red.
The dark red paint's probably the better one. Dude, there's no roof access to this fucking place. Seriously, this is as high as it goes.
Smog, we understand that you're not that stupid, but there are people out there who are that stupid.
Oh yeah.
Oh. So if I wanted to do 2, I have to keep it below.
Dude, I'm just like knocking their heads off. Dude, this is amazing. I'm doing that thing they call whoopings the ass.
Oh, come on.
What
Eh,
happened?
dang it.
Did you fall down and go oopsie?
No, I was trying to go fast because I was trying to get the first couple stripes done.
Uh-huh.
Cal, for every warning sign, there's a story of why it's. Yeah, that's fairly accurate. For every warning sign, there's a story that is a reason why it is there. It's kind of like the don't drink bleach thing.
Don't eat Tide Pods.
Don't eat Tide Pods, millennials. Hashtag millennial. Speaking from
Yeah, that was
experience.
all on you guys.
Hey, you
That was
say that,
100% you.
but at least we're not It was Gen Z or Gen X after us?
No, Gen Z is the one after you. Gen
Gen-
X is mine.
Okay, Gen Z directly after us. Uh, you know what their thing was? God damn it. Snorting condoms.
Fucking idiots. They were the kids that were a lot of them literally grew up thinking that just because you believe something differently, that
Wait,
reality shifted to what you believed. And they
wait,
swear that that was true. And I'm just like,
wait a minute.
wow.
Smog just said, Gen Z. Yeah, Gen Z, their thing was snorting condoms. No joke.
Gen X's thing, you know what Gen X's thing was? Being badass. That's what Gen X's thing was.
No, I'll tell you what y'all's thing was. Walking in the middle of the road and screaming, "Nee." Yeah.
Dude, no. When I was like 17, 18, I had these really nice rollerblades. They were hockey rollerblades. They're pretty expensive,
Oh no,
but
this is going to a
I
theft
got
thing.
really really good wheels on them. And I was working a second job at Toys R Us for like the holidays and stuff.
Hmm.
And because I did Christmas, they called me because they were having busier than normal summer. Like, hey, if you wanted to like come back and work like a couple months or whatever, just on the weekends, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, extra money, I'll go back and do it, right? So I go back there, and the way I got to work every day was by grabbing onto the back of cars on my rollerblades and taking it down the 4-lane highway all the way to work. So where I was getting up to like 45, 50 miles an hour, and then I'd have to find a way off so I could get up into the parking lot, but it was fun as hell.
Smug, the reason why they were doing it is because it came out the other side of their nose. Like,
Yeah, literally stupid.
yeah, apparently it felt funny and it
For
was
the
a
same
way for
reasons
them to
that
clear sinuses.
cocaine addicts can like take dental floss, throw it in one nostril, and pop out the other one, because the nasal cavity thing is just toast.
Yeah, Smug, your generation snorted condoms, mine ate Tide Pods.
My, mine,
Die's generation is still looking for blinker fluid, okay?
no, dude, there was not many like weird because we didn't have social media. Like all the weird shit started happening
When
as
social
soon as
media
social
became a thing.
media came a thing, because social media wasn't really a thing until I was a teenager already, right? Like we had MySpace. MySpace wasn't that bad. Like social media,
MySpace
they
was
over-engineered it by the
horrible.
time.
MySpace is only
No,
known
I'm
for
saying
two
like,
things: child predators and
yeah, but nothing was happening on MySpace at the time, like back then, like it is now. Like there's all the social engineering, all the scams, all that. Like literally everything is like basically engineered so that when you do the things you normally do now, you get attacked basically. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
And
And
Gen
so, but it never was
Alpha's
like that
yeah,
when
Gen
I was a kid.
Alpha's twitching with brain rot.
You play video games like when Doom first came out. You would play the game and it would connect directly to somebody else's computer. Just like the first time I played Master of Orion, I had to put in my buddy's phone number, but if you didn't know their phone number, you could put in their IP and it would call them, and then your computer would you would actually see the window come up where it does the handshake, where
Mm,
basically like
you're
asks for
agreeing to
permission,
access.
and then it's like, hey, yeah, I agree. Like you can get in here. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, but the thing is though, is like the younger generations missed out on a lot of that kind of stuff. So when certain things happen, you have no idea why it's happening. Whereas we do because we saw the previous generations of it, right? Like that's just common sense. Like, oh yeah, we know where it came from only because we had to deal with it while we were growing up, you know?
Yeah.
But so there's a lot less to pull from, you know, especially like if you don't know something. And unfortunately, because social media became so huge, you guys started going to social media to find shit out, whereas my generation had to ask somebody.
Yeah, your
You know what I
generation
mean?
had to have the talk.
So I will say that the people that the millennials that are smart are far smarter than the Gen X smart people were.
Well, I will tell you,
I
millennials
think
that
for that
are
for the reason of that they understand how to get information from the internet and and then take
and
full advantage of it.
yeah, millennials that are smart are typically going to outdo their counterparts. But I will say there is a small group of Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and when I say small, I mean smaller than the group of millennials that are out there, um, that are smart enough to actually take that same information, use it to a higher quality, and outdo and outmaneuver most all your like millennials and your Gen Zs and Gen Alphas. Even some of the baby boomers now are
Well,
like
here's the
some of
thing
the
too,
Gen
right?
Alpha that are real smart are ridiculously smart.
Like you guys have people that are like really smart, but they're not. But
They're
you haven't had the geniuses.
yeah, no, you haven't had the
There's no
Einsteins of the
geniuses from your
groups.
generation. There's none.
No.
There, maybe there's a couple. There's a one economist, from India or something. There's some economic math or something that looks super promising, but like there's no generational talent intellectually. Not just the broad, like the average intelligence, right, of the people that are blessed with the ability for common sense
Hmm.
is very high, but the highest intelligence hitters were from were from Gen X, and I say that because some of the best inventions ever made were invented by them, and computer codes that are legendary were written by them. The entire gaming industry was like come up off their backs. You know what I mean? Even if you like, even if you like role playing
Well,
games and stuff like that,
here's
that
the thing.
was perfected by my generation.
If we're
You
talking
know,
about innovation, that was before your generation at
but
that.
no. I'm talking about like
Well,
especially computers
you're talking
because we
about
invented hacking. You get like we literally made hacking. The only thing that your generation is like added to it
no,
is flavors.
I wasn't even gonna say my generation invented anything. I was gonna say we have to roll it back even further than your generation, because as far as innovation, none of that would be possible without the abilities of like Edison, Tesla.
No. We
Um,
let's be perfectly clear. We could 100% get by in this world, never having seen or ever had one of Thomas Edison's inventions. The reason is because Thomas Edison didn't actually invent a damn thing. He stole
no,
the patents
he
from
stole the
hundreds of other
patents,
inventors,
but
including Nikola Tesla, who he screwed over in a business deal, and that's why Nikola Tesla wasn't providing the electricity for New York.
well,
But
that's why I'm saying. Uh,
but there's nobody that was more innovative. Without Nikola Tesla, every single invention that we have today would not be possible.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Without the innovations of the previous generations, even on top of what you're saying, I mean,
But I mean, there's people that make it possible for future generations to have better living, better things, right? But there's certain people that make what you're doing in that generation possible. Like for example, when you look at like the the like say you're a science fiction buff, right? You're
Yeah.
like, oh man, what's the best science fiction? Every science fiction movie since 1960, every single one, without fail, no matter what it is, 100% of the ideas for that movie are possible because of two books. And one of the books is from the Foundations trilogy, and the other one is from Ringworld. And those literally lay down every single like trope, if you will, that science fiction has ever used. Everything that's used on in Star Trek, Star Wars, all that stuff was created back by those guys back in those days, in like the 50s, writing science fiction novels. By the way, Foundations trilogy is probably one of the best, or not trilogy, but the franchise. There's like 15
The
books.
first
Probably
computer was made by a German, but it didn't destroy. It was destroyed in the world. And okay, so Smug said the first computer was invented in Germany and was destroyed during the war, and then reinvented later by someone else.
yeah, the first atomic bomb was made in Germany too.
Yeah,
We just stole the scientist.
and did it better.
No, we just did it first. The big difference.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit, I fell. God damn it.
Like if and this isn't a I don't whenever I talk about like World War II or like Hitler, it's never me trying to say anything about like Germany now, because that's not the same. But because everybody has said, oh look at he's calling Germans a Nazi. No, I'm German. Like no, that's not what I do.
Yeah, but you're a
Um, but like
German ninja Nazi Jew.
if if Hitler would have had access to nuclear bombs in a way that he could deploy them, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'd all be speaking German because we were all literally a hair's breadth from all speaking German. Like
Well,
literally, all it would have taken is him to listen to one of his generals when it came toward their air force when he was like, "Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna take my entire air force and I'm just gonna take it over to Britain, which is an island that has nothing but air defense. Let's just take the whole air force there and just get
well,
obliterated."
I want you to
And
I want you to slow down because so you're talking yeah, we would all be speaking German at that point. But I mean that could be said for any war. I mean,
no. I'm saying because he like they almost won without the nuke. Like there's
yeah.
wars that we won only because of the nuclear threat,
Well, here, we could
right?
all be
Like
speaking Japanese or Chinese if the Edo Wars never happened. You know? I mean, when you talk hypotheticals, if any war was either
no,
won or
because they
lost in a
wouldn't have
different direction, we would all be speaking a different language
no,
anyway.
because by the time that they were introduced to Western culture already had the largest naval fleets, but by percentage, than there was ever naval fleets in history. Like if you look how dominant the U.S. military is in their naval fleet compared to every other country in the world, that's how England was. England, and before them it was the Spaniards, but like England had a ridiculous navy. I mean, you'd think that they like lived on their boats with as crazy as their navy was.
Don't talk about boats in front of an American.
No, you talk about it, you just don't touch them. You don't touch Americans' boats. We don't
I'll
like them.
touch my boats.
If you guys ever want to watch a video that's really hilarious about that, watch the Fat
You
Electrician
did.
proportional response.
It's
It's the best thing when he talks about where Iran like put
yeah, we
like
did have better
mines
materials.
in in international waters, and an American boat hit it, and it blew off the entire keel of the ship, and they were like cinching it together with like metal wire and stuff, and they actually were able to limp it back to Dubai before it like and it didn't sink, and then He's like, oh, and then so they go to notify the president, and the president at the time is, and he goes, let me just check here. Oh yeah, Ronald fucking Reagan, and then he pans to a clip of Ronald Reagan. He's like, I'm here from the government, and I'm here to help. And he's like, and Ronald Reagan says he wants to do a
Wait, Smog, are
proportional
you talking about
response.
my favorite movie or Dai's favorite movie? Because I can tell you what Dai's favorite movie is.
You don't know my favorite movie.
I do know your favorite movie.
You don't.
Shaving Private Ryan.
No.
Both of us? My favorite movie... Well, mine's really kind of a toss-up because I don't really have a favorite anything. There's nothing that just really makes me go, oh yeah, I have to sit there and watch it. Like if I had to narrow down something that if I was forced to watch it all day every day, uh I don't think there would really be anything. I'm still on that fence.
Like the thing is I watch too too many movies. Like
God, I'm an idiot. I should not have done what I just did.
so for me to come up with a favorite, I mean that's right.
I would say The Godfather's
But
probably a close favorite.
yeah, but it depends. Like if you're looking at like artistically, yeah, either that or Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs is a phenomenal movie. Or The Usual Suspects was a great movie, right? But if you're just looking at like fun movie, like you know which movie I've seen the most? Now I saw this movie. I've seen this movie 167 times in my life. And I'm not even kidding. But
Hey,
you know what movie it is?
what?
Fifth Element.
Hey, can I borrow your help on this project I'm working on?
I hate you now. You're 14 miles away from me.
Yeah, but if you die, you'll be at home.
Oh, you're
Whenever you
such a
come
dick.
home,
You're
if you'll
gonna
help.
make me die just to come. I know my name is Die, but that doesn't mean I want to.
I mean, I want you to all the time. And
I
I'm
know
the
you
only
do
person who matters other than Smog and Jin.
because you're a douchebag.
Smog
Like that's
says
how
he
this.
likes the Beverly Hill Cops. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, those were Beverly Hills Cop was good. Those were good movies. They were really good when they first came out. Like some of his movies were really amazing when they came out, but then just like Coming to America was hilarious as hell. But now if you watch it back, as like comedy has progressed, it's like, it's not really that funny anymore. Like it's still funny, but not as funny as it was.
You know what? I had a buddy of mine at work watch with me, and I'm gonna note the color of this man's skin is very, very dark. Like he's almost an ebony guy, right?
Wait, what's his first name?
Dion.
Is his last name Jackson?
No, no,
Is his middle name Neon?
no. I had him watch the snippet from Blazing Saddles where
Get it, Neon Deion Sanders.
where the sheriff is holding himself hostage. Have you ever seen that, Di?
Wait, the sheriff is holding himself hostage.
Blazing
I want to
Saddles.
say that sounds really familiar for some fucked up reason.
So, so he's X, XC. Um, so he's in the middle of the town, and the town wants him gone, and he's supposed to be the new sheriff for it. And they're talking about killing him. So he holds himself hostage to get himself off stage, and he's like, "Alright, nobody move, or the nig gets it." And then it just follows through with more and more like, "Don't have me. I have to, don't let him kill me now." He backs himself off stage. It's fucking hilarious. I wish I could play a snippet of it without getting some strikes on me. very quickly.
I thought you were gonna say that anime that where they didn't have a script and they just made shit up as they went. What is it called
No,
again? I can't remember.
it's something Ghost.
Yeah, Ghosts or something like I can't remember.
Is it Ghost? It ain't Ghost Adventure or Ghost Adventurers. It's
Isn't it
something
just
weird like that.
Ghost or something like that?
I can't remember, man. You're asking the guy with the memory of a goldfish to remember something. I forgot to bubble a few minutes ago and I thought I was gonna die.
Dude, what are the what's the traps perk?
It's the traps perk.
What is it under?
Oh. I don't know.
Uh, so
So,
okay, I gotta if I look in my
if you look in your...
look in your crafting thing,
Okay.
right? And type in turret. Turret, right? And you see at the bottom, there's like the 44 box turret, the 44 ceiling turret, and the M2 turret.
I see the M2 turret, yes.
Okay, so click on the M2 turret.
Uh-huh. Oh,
And
we're gonna have to
what are
find...
the
We're gonna
what are
have
the
to...
skills?
SCG defense, solutions. So we have to find those books specifically. But I'll tell you
Is
what's
there
weird.
actually?
I don't
Hold on.
see a icon for them when I look at them.
There's no books for
So
them in
if
the.
you would die, I would... Oh, Smog likes me die. He said
There's no.
if I died, he would personally come revive me.
There's no
Oh
books.
god, I'm gonna die. Ow. Nope, I sprained my ankle. I'm
Yeah,
not
there's no
going through
books
my
for it.
browser. Don't go through my browser history. Smug, you're too innocent for that. Don't do it.
Is it the electrical traps book? Maybe no. I'm gonna try it. A couple of those. I'm gonna see if it makes it less. You know, it still says 20. How many out of 82 does, or out of 120 does it show you for SCG?
One. It shows it like it's a brand new thing, man.
So I had 8. So what the hell was that associated to? Because I had some already. So where did it come from?
No clue.
I think it's the trap book.
Oh, dang
Wait,
it. I did that right, and then I
I'm at
messed it up.
28. I'm gonna take 2 electrical trap books. Wait, so hard to get just 2. I gotta. Okay, I'm gonna spawn in 2 of these books, and I'm gonna use these books and see if that gets me to
Smog,
30.
you're far too innocent for that.
It does.
Die is too innocent for my my search history.
Oh no, I'm a pretty horrible, shitty person. I'm definitely going to hell. Um, so it's the electrical traps book. That's what we need to unlock the new turrets. But that also unlocks um the saw blade trap too. Salads.
Dang it, that's red. I need white. I'm glad that these are easy to search for without having to go by color.
What are you talking about?
The paint colors.
For what?
Like if I had to go off of my own eyesight for these colors, do you realize how
Colors for what? What are you doing? I don't even know what you're
painting
doing.
the paint colors. We discussed this.
We didn't.
Yes, we did. I told you I was gonna work on this project.
I, are you sure? I'm wondering
Me and
maybe
you discussed it in a
maybe if
Discord
you
message.
maybe there was too much crack being smoked, and then what happened was you
You're right. I discussed it with my real friend, Smog.
you don't have one of those either.
Oh, so
It's not a
Smog's
bad
not my real
option.
friend?
No,
Smog, you hear that? Dad's
he's
just
using it
jealous
for
of
the
our
fish
love.
fries on Friday. I mean, fish fries are nothing to sneeze at, so I mean, I get it. But
Dad's just jealous of our love, Smog.
what the fuck kind of weird ass?
Dad does have Alzheimer's, yeah. He's gonna forget that he had bedtime here in about 30 minutes.
Dallas gonna forget that I'm gonna whoop his ass. And then
You
he's gonna feel bad. He's gonna be like, you know what, I maybe shouldn't have talked so much shit.
you do
And I'm
know
like,
10
yeah,
out of 10 baby boomers end up with all that's dad though.
I'm not a baby
Ve-
boomer, you bitch ass. Stellas, your friggin' thing is still in here.
I think.
Your level 6 baton that I made for you.
Oh, you mean the one I told you not to make for me that I'd probably never use it because I have a candy cane of death?
And then I told you it's better than your candy cane of death for Horde Night. And you said, oh, I could see that. And then no, nothing.
I mean,
No,
I
just
said I could see it, which means I acknowledged its existence.
wow. Wow, sounds.
We do have to tuck Dye in soon. If we don't, he's gonna
Attention
get ornery
salads.
and he's gonna start doing that attention salads thing.
Attention salads. Go fuck yourself, salads. You know, they did an experiment in the military, and they took 32 dolphins and 32 killer whales, and they put them in this gigantic indoor aquarium.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, with the glass in there and everything, man.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And after 16 months of study, and this was scientists doing 24/7, the only thing that they were able to figure out from the whole thing is fuck you salads. That was it. That's all that was discovered. So I followed that line of thought like a religion now.
You
It's my
know,
new faith.
I almost believed you for a minute, but then I realized our government would have done a second study just to make sure that the first study was fairly accurate.
Yeah, and then there would have been an oversight committee, and then yeah, yeah, you're not wrong, unfortunately.
And then shortly after, there would have had to have been a third study that just said, Die's fat ass with his Alzheimer's
Yeah,
about to
the
have to
third
go to bed
study.
soon.
It's like just like in the computer program where it's like, are you sure you want to delete that file? And you're like,
What color is
motherfucker,
under
I
me?
know I'm sure I want to delete that file.
What color is down there? Okay, so I'm supposed to be in the red. Good.
I also
Um,
have 71 more bike traps made for you. And I think we can start making the electrical ones. Yeah, I can make all. We can start putting down electrical posts and stuff if you want to. But we got to get some. I got. I thought I made 2 generators, and we just got to get a bunch more engines. Do we have these things full?
no clue. Hey,
No, they're both empty. Okay, let me see if we got any engines anywhere. Because if we do, I can start getting defenses set up.
oh, what a cutie Dai is. Dai is the very cute. Cute old man.
I'm gonna stab you in your eyelids, Sal.
Hey, I am just repeating what Smog said so you can hear it. He said you're a cute old man.
Dallas. Remember that part I said about killing you?
Not really.
Remember that part?
I forgot after I found out that I didn't care what you said.
Oh, that figures out. It explains a lot of things, so I'm just saying. Yeah, a lot of things. So
Oh man, I'm just gonna have to grab more paint.
more what?
Paint. I've already been through about 500.
What the hell are you? Okay,
I told you, this was gonna be massive.
okay.
I told you exactly what my plan
Yeah,
was.
you sure did. You did. Yep. You're not wrong.
Don't stab salad, stab me so I can stab you back. I like Smog's attitude in life. 2, 3, 4,
Dude,
5,
have you ever seen
6.
the YouTube videos about that cow or that bull, Rufus? Dude, I swear to God, that fucking bull is my spirit animal. Because that's literally how ornery I am, like at work all day. Like they dread if they're like, we have an issue, we have to call him. And they're like, fuck. Do we have to? All the way up to like my boss's boss. They're scared to call me because they know if they do and they say one wrong thing, I'm going to be like, wait, so I'm confused because you just said this and now you're saying that and I'm going to make sure that it's going to be like going in and doing a legal contract or doing your taxes.
Smog,
Like
Smog is asking a very important question, Di. What hobbies do we have?
11 inches. Oh, how many hobbies? What hobbies?
Well, Di obviously has a hobby of taking 11 inches.
Well, we used to play D&D until Sal's turned into a pussy.
We used to play D&D until it was just you and I showing up to sessions and going, well, now what?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Cause you couldn't keep friends.
No, it was because what's his name's schedule changed. Jam. Jam was totally down, but like he couldn't stay on the schedule.
Yeah.
And then and
Um,
then and then your brother like was only playing because nobody was playing any other games.
Smog,
Because we were doing D&D a lot, you know.
I would have hobbies if I could afford them because my hobbies are real expensive, dude.
You can afford hobbies.
No, I really can't. See, I need a new electric
Yeah,
grindstone so I can do so I can make some extra money doing sharpening knobs and stuff again.
you know what you could do, Silence.
If you say what I think you're fixing to say, I swear to God, I will end the stream and Smog will cry and the world will end in a fiery gasp
You're gonna eat
of glory.
this penis.
That's exactly what I thought you were gonna say. Now the stream's gonna end or I'm a liar. Sorry, Smog. Die's not gonna make me a liar today.
Good. Sounds
Okay,
like,
fine.
well, this is the time I'm gonna sell out. Fuck it. I had to do it at some point. Might as well be now. We
Uh,
had a good run. It wasn't a great run, but it was a good run.
Smug, I like to do, like, I collect swords and stuff, and I sharpen them and things.
Yeah, and
Um,
things. That's the stuff you gotta worry about. The end things.
well,
The
like,
sharpening part, not weird at all. But the
I,
end things,
well, I'll
that can
redo
be
the handles and all, like, I'll re-engrave them and stuff. So, like, you know those cheapy Japanese samurai swords that are all, like, they fall apart in 3 seconds flat? They're seriously just decorative pieces that you're not supposed to pick up and move around the house at all. Those.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will take those apart, repin them, and then I will I'll paint them and things. And I'll do etching in them. Or I'll hone the blade, which is kind of fun.
Five more of them books and I can make the table saw trap.
Smog just made a threat that I'm not sure is really much of a threat because I'm kind of into that, bro.
Whoa. What is it about, Silence?
He
Tell us.
said,
We all want to know about your.
and I quote, "If you end the stream right now, I'm gonna find your location, chain you to your chair, and force you to stream for days on end, and I will chain die to your ceiling fan."
There's a lot funnier things that we could do if we had him chained up, and I'm sure that we'd be totally fine being on the same team with it because then some of that stuff requires an extra pair of hands.
That's. I feel as though this is getting kinkier by the minute, so
If you're
I'm
German,
gonna
you know,
take my
because
shirt off for a minute.
German's got to be like if you like he said, what is the kinkiest country in the world? Besides like the weirdest of the weird parts of
Oh,
Japan, I'm gotta say Germans, dude,
God
hands
damn
down.
it! I almost fell. Well,
And
I
I'm
did
German,
fall.
but we all know it's true. We all know that German dude that's like the biggest pervert we've ever known in our life, and he thinks it's completely normal. Like we all have one. We all know one.
Smog said he doesn't need to know about your bedroom life with Di, but okay. I hate to tell you this, me and Di do not have a bedroom life. We barely have a regular life. Okay? We only show up to stream together. Ah, fuck. I keep falling down a floor.
Listen, we barely share time in
He's
this life.
lucky he's in the same time zone as me, otherwise I wouldn't talk to him.
I think it's just that we both yearn to be like socially argumentative with other people, and we need it to the point where it's the happiest outcome that could happen from us two hanging out together because we just constantly socially fuck with each other. So we always have something to do.
You know what? I think that we just get bored and we need human interaction, and that's why we show up to this party. Okay?
I mean, if we just needed human interaction, technically
You could buy one
you could go
cheaper.
talk to Rosa, but I wouldn't call her human.
Where are we both from? Uh,
A
I will.
uterus, originally.
So Di was hatched. I mean,
What the?
um. So Di, you can tell him if you want. I will do mine after you do yours.
I lived most of my life in Chicago.
Hi.
Most of it on the south side of Chicago.
And where are you now? Like, tell me the state. So I am from like the deepest south portion from Alabama. I am from redneck Hickville, Alabama.
Yeah, and I'm from Crimesville, Chicago, Illinois.
That is from Don't Whip Your Wallet Out because you're gonna lose it, Chicago.
Don't even drive down the street.
Yeah, don't drive down the street with your wallet in your lap. You'll get robbed
I
too.
I used to love it when they'd be like, "Oh, and there's 4 shootings reported today." I'm like, 4? I heard 4 before my lunch break. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Alabama. I don't know. Does Alabama have the same reputation across the world as it does in our country? Sweet home Alabama. I'm guessing so. I guess I shouldn't even bothered with that question. I feel like wasted oxygen.
Alabama, aka the Family Channel.
I think this is the last row that I'm having to do, Di. So I may be done with this project quicker than I thought. Sweet
Oh shoot,
home
do I still need to kill that
Alabama.
rabbit?
What,
I do. Damn it. Do I have the fucking pole arm with me? Oh, I do. Oh, where'd the rabbit go? Now I gotta find it. Or the. Wait, is there a
Well,
rabbit I gotta kill?
Smog, I will actually tell you, the running joke about Alabama is the incest. if you Google it, we actually have less than a certain other state that we have. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, that state is either Iowa or Ohio. I can't remember. Alabama does have some beautiful countryside though. It's like
Yeah, so does the Middle East. But I don't want to go there on vacation.
I mean you do if you want to get cheaper oil. Yeah, tell us about your friend here, Smog.
Not after the tariffs.
Well, yeah, not after the tariffs, but I mean, fuck you chicken strips, bitch.
You know what I started watching again today, Salad?
Pornhub Live.
The most amazing anime ever written that took me a year to get you to watch.
The flag is their religion.
Oh, this
Yeah,
guy doesn't
that
do
sounds
a job.
about right, Smog. So the statement that he heard that fairly describes America, I will be admitted, it does describe America to a
It does
T.
what describe America?
The statement that he heard from his American friend,
What statement?
or that he made himself with a friend. Okay, so the statement was, the flag is their religion, politicians are their priests, and guns are their holy trombones.
Nah.
I mean, it's fairly accurate.
No. Because the people that are running the government aren't necessarily representatives of the Constitution for the people. They just pretend like they are.
Well, I mean, every job has that, though. I mean, think about it. You pretend to like your job, don't you?
No. They know exactly how much I hate my job.
Well, if you hate your job, quit.
If I could find something better, I would.
9, 10,
Unfortunately, it's
13,
I've got 11
14,
years of
15, 16,
seniority
17, 18,
and I get
19,
to work from home.
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42,
Like if they were gonna fire me, it'd be almost impossible for them to
6.
fire me.
Guy is in denial.
No,
It's not
I'm
just a
being
river
serious.
in Egypt. He's always been in denial.
There's this person that should have been fired like a year ago. Like I remember when in the
Wait,
old
what?
hospital I was
How
at.
high did I just count? Are you at
I
the
don't know,
base?
you were the one counting.
Damn it. I got distracted on my way up the stairs.
Oh, did you make them boo boo salads?
No,
Did you
I'm
did
trying to
you
make sure that I
did you
am
make a
going to
mistake? Did you
do...
do a boo boo? Was it a
I
boo boo
think I only
salad?
needed like 5 more.
Do you need a hug salad?
No, I thought I
What
had
made
a
you pay
teammate who
less
was
than
gonna help me with this, but...
bitch? I was coming to help you, and then you told me to fuck off, so I fucked off.
Smug all kinds of swords, buddy. I mean, I have swords from India. I have swords from
Actually, India's is pretty interesting.
yeah. I
In
have
comparison to most, they're interesting.
I have swords from India. I have like the fencing sword, like the original traditional fencing swords. I have
Are you talking like the basically the thinner, like the
yeah,
rapier? Is that you talking
like
about?
well, they're thinner, but they're actually a little thicker than the like actual
You talking about like
fencing
Three
ones like you think
Musketeer
now.
type sword?
Yeah, like the
Slightly better than like a fencing sword, but not necessarily a saber.
I would love a World War I officer sword. That would be nice. I have I have Taiwanese cavalry swords and the dagger that goes with it.
My
Um,
cousin has like 3 Lugers, like actually used from the war, from officers, because he collects like memorabilia, like only traceable, and it's pretty cool. Like it even shows like
1827,
where they were at.
36, 45, 647, 950. So I need to go paint all that side blue.
I think this poor zombie had been dead for a
An
while, but
Indian. You know, I have a you know over in, I'm trying to think. I don't want to be inaccurate here. I think it's Iraq. It's either Iraq or Pakistan. They have the ceremonial daggers that they carry around their chest. I have one of those.
dude, I'm in the sewers.
Well, we always knew you were a piece of shit.
No, it sounds. I mean, I'm in the deep sewers, bro. I activated a switch. Okay, cool. I just turned the lights. Dude, this would be the dopest underwater base ever, Salads. Oh my god. So, okay, the outside of it has a walkway, a catwalk that goes all the way around it, right?
Uh-huh.
We could just put blocks down. And then we would have basically, like, if we put the blocks a hair under the water, then where the forges are, then the forges wouldn't give off heat. So we wouldn't have zombies digging for the base.
Smug, a lot of my stuff is in storage, but I might post some of it later if I think about it. You may have to remind me.
What is it when you spawn? Or I mean to port?
He
I
he
mean
was he
to
was
post?
he was wanting me to post the some of my collection,
Which collection?
my sword collection.
Oh, nice.
I might later tonight. Most of mine too are replicas, so like I got them cheap or I got them given to me. So the accuracy on how realistic they are may vary.
Did I
Now,
ever tell you that it's sort of your story, Alex?
one of them is real, and that thing's heavy. Okay, I'll ask you next time if you didn't do. That's fair. And what'd you say, Di?
I said, have you ever heard this um the sword abuse story?
No, I have not.
So my buddy collected a lot of swords. Most of them like fantasy swords, right? But he had a lot of sabers and stuff like that as well. And he had some like all on his walls in his bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess him and his I go over to his house on a Friday and I look and she's got this black eye, like it looks like he put on like one of the swords with the fist guard and just punched her in the face. That's what it looked like. I'm like, Lisa, are you okay? Like, what the hell happened? She goes, eh, and she's like, dead face too. She goes, Mike, I'm mad about something, and you beat my ass. And I go, what? And she's totally lying to me, right? But I
Yeah.
don't know this, right? So I go to my best friend. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, da, da, da. She's like, what are you talking about? He goes, the sword fell off the wall while we were getting it on, and it landed on her eye.
Mm. Oh no,
And it
Smog's
was
gotta go to bed. It's almost ghost hour and he has
it
school in the
was the
morning.
one with the fist cover.
I am sorry, Smog, but at least I got this finished with you on stream here. And you got
Did
to
you finish it
celebrate
completely?
Memorial Day tomorrow with us. Yeah, I got it finished. I know it has way too many stars, but I didn't think it looked right with only 5
Did you
stars at
use
the
the
top.
custom or the spawn menu in order to get the stuff so you didn't have to farm it?
No, I farmed every bit of this.
Because you could have hit H and flew too.
Yeah, I know, but that defeats the whole,
Well, if
you
we were
know.
still, trust me, if we were still doing the like the playthrough, like if we were gonna be able to do it all the way, I wouldn't be testing mods out right now, or you know
No,
what I mean, like testing stuff. But like
damn it.
uh, 2.0 is gonna be pretty awesome, and I really want to. What I want to have happen is when 2.0 hits, we know exactly what mods we want, like which ones we can't do without, kind of deal. So we can give ourselves like the best playthrough. You know what I mean?
I will say one thing that we do need to do when we do our next playthrough, because we blew through levels and things. I think we should probably make it where it's not so quick to.
It's because the Horde Night is ridiculous.
Ah, we
We
haven't
didn't
had a
even have
single Horde
guns.
night in this entire New York series.
Oh, because you keep forgetting to tell me to reset the time.
I'll tell Jen that he's got to be more on time, otherwise he's gonna miss Smog every time. You know what? I could totally spruce up the base a little bit with this.
Could you know?
Yeah,
Look at
I could.
you. Look at you, Mr. Useful Pants all of a sudden.
Good night, Smog. Have a good night, man. Have a good day at school tomorrow. Oh, hey, we will be streaming tomorrow most of the day, and we will be streaming, or I'll be streaming Tuesday. Oh, I've got to say that. Um, Gutan Gutanak in Biden? I know I butchered that, Smog, but at least tell me I was close.
You weren't close.
Gut Gutnak. Eh,
Guten Tag? Is that what you said?
no. Gutnak. Biden? I don't know if that's close at all. I have almost gotten Guten Tag down. What 2 words am I bad at here, Smog?
All of them.
Is it the last two? Ah, gotcha. I'll have to give it another shot maybe tomorrow or something. We'll have to work on it. I'm gonna have to learn some German for you.
Dude, I'm like legitimate lost in the sewers, man.
Daz over there finding. Oh, I gotta learn it now. Um, Good Nacht. I Biden? I doubt I did any better. It was worse. I will put it through Google Translate tomorrow when I'm not on stream, and I will practice it
And who will butcher it completely the same, except for in a different way.
exactly.
But the same amount of butchering will still happen. Hashtag career goals.
Hashtag doing better than I thought I did. So, I think you're gonna like what I'm doing here with the, Wait, I can paint those? I can fucking paint those. I need more paint.
What I'm gonna like with what you with what?
I, uh... I finished my one project. Oh, well, thank you for loving on the ferrets, Smog. I will give them extra treats and say they're from you tonight. One of them will be very
He's
fat.
gonna give him the treats. He's gonna be like, you know, these treats really come from Dad, right?
I'm
He's
gonna...
gonna be.
I would not do that. Come here,
Oh
Fergie.
yeah,
Those treats are for me.
yeah, exactly.
There's a reason you're a fat ferret.
The strawberries are for me. If you ever want to eat them again, you're gonna do what I say.
You know that ferrets can't have strawberries, right? They're
What
strictly
happened?
carnivores.
So what you're saying is that
Ah, Smog.
if
See you
you had
next
a
time,
heart
buddy.
attack, they would eat you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, basically, cats would do the same thing, but everybody loves to say, "My cat would never do that. My cat loves me." Bro, your
Oh
cat
no,
would be
I'm a
eating you,
realist.
dog.
If I die, my animals are gonna eat me. If I die in the house, the animals are gonna eat me. But I will say they will survive long enough eating on me to probably be rescued by someone else.
Dude,
I hope.
nobody will ever take them if they were eating on you to survive. Nobody wants to think about their pet eating them. Whether that's stupid, as
I
stupid as that
I
is.
mean my morality is if my animals eat me to survive until they can be rescued, then that's what they do. I mean that's I would feel better knowing they had an option. Now, if they don't eat me and I see them in heaven because they didn't eat me, I would be just as happy with that. But I want them to live their full lives. Just saying.
You're, you're
A bit unhinged, yes. A bit narcissistic, also yes.
you're a weird motherfucker, Silas.
That 3 or 7. I'm not sure. What number are we on?
Dude, these servers back here was one crank with this wrench each. What the hell? Holy crap. Everything's like one click. How about this light here? Oh, that would take 2 clicks. Damn, everything is like 1 or 2 clicks. I must have leveled the shit out of it or something. Oh, snap, I found a wall safe. And there's gonna be zombies. So now I gotta set up
Damn it.
my stupid turrets so that I could access some of them bitch properly.
You're gonna get home and you're gonna go, Salads, is this really what you've spent your whole time doing on stream? And I'm gonna be like, yeah.
I wish there was a teleport thing, because I would use it. I'm going on the roof, Alice.
You're gonna jump.
Nope. I'm gonna kill these Zambezis.
Zambozis.
Oh, there's no zombies up here. Kind of. Huh. That's weird. That's really weird.
Man, that's looking spiffy actually. I backed it up a little bit and it's spiffy as fuck.
Are you sure it's really spiffy?
I mean, it's spoofy. I almost would work for this place.
I don't know why I keep going underground and doing stuff underground when. Where you at now, South?
At the base.
You still at the base?
Yeah, I'm still at the base.
You sound like you had a lot of fun.
I am having a good bit of fun actually.
Don't lie to me, South. You can be honest.
I am ready to do Rocket League, but I want you to see what I have done first.
You said I am ready to do Rocket League.
Again, I want you to see what I have done first, so you've got to come home before
Alright,
any.
let me get into this. Let me get into this crate room here real quick and loot it.
Okay, I'm gonna work on finishing up what I got.
Wait, didn't we have augers?
Yeah, I don't think you ever picked yours up.
I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I don't feel like hand slamming through this fucking wall. The middle. Just go through the cement.
Man, look at that. That is spiffy as fuck. Oh,
What is Smithy fuck?
I did some work on just like, cleaning up the front of the base, painting the little out where the gas pumps were.
Uh-huh.
And it actually came out really good.
I just looted all the stuff in here, so I'm gonna just go find a zombie to kill me now. I can find one. I know I hear one somewhere, I just can't find them. Oh, there she is. Come on, Sarah. I don't know if it's actually Sarah. I don't know where you see their names. Alright, Sal's, I'm spawning at my bed.
Okay. Well, when you get out here and look at this, look at how spiffy. I mean, it looks like we refurbished this thing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how beautiful.
I mean, it doesn't have any pumps anymore.
It didn't have any pumps to begin with. You demolished the
Yeah,
pumps.
I took all the pumps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but look over there. That was the project.
You know what you could do? You can make a catwalk that goes from the upper level in our base to the top of this thing and make this thing like a Horde Night platform to shoot from.
Yeah, but look at that project.
Does it have the right amount of dots in it?
No, remember I told you I had to add extra because otherwise it was going to be a little... It was going to be a little weird looking if I didn't add the extra dots.
Post it and be like, well, it's not America, but it's close.
It's America after we claim Canada, Russia, Moscow. Just start naming places. It's America once we get the other 17 states in.
Oh, this must have been one of the mines. Dude, I'll tell you what, man. You should take a motorcycle and just cruise around. It looks badass. All the way north, going like on the other island. Like, this map is pretty dope. We could literally play this map for a year straight.
I want you to come here for just a second.
But
Where
at
you at?
some point, we'd have to start really fortifying and making a long-term base because they would start getting out of control. Where are you at?
I'm right here in front of the flag.
Oh, is it this guy right here?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm shooting.
it's this one. Did I actually break that?
No, it turns off because
Okay, I was about to say because
it
I
won't
shot
target
it,
you
but
because we're on the same team.
um, but I want to spend one good moment and say thank everyone who has been of service to this country. Say your thank yous, Die.
What?
We, we, we were gonna thank everybody for their services
Yeah, you did
to
that.
America. I was okay. Well, all right. Night, everybody.